Good evening, and welcome to Caps 13 News. I'm Jared Bush. Over the winter, it is easy for students to get sick. Sick students often have a hard time keeping up with class. Caps 13 reporter Carol Chapman has the inside scoop on how to stay healthy over the winter.
With germs all around, it is important for students to protect themselves. Here is how they can stay clean.
Hand washing is very important. It's the most effective way to prevent the spread of germs, and it's the easiest way that we can all play a part in that role just by simply washing your hands every day. For hand washing, the first thing you want to do is turn on warm water, not too cold, not too hot, and then you're going to wet both of your hands, put some soap on your hands, and then you're going to scrub for about 20 to 30 seconds, both sides, underneath your fingernails, everywhere, all the entire surface of the hands. And then you're going to rinse them under the water, facing downward so that the soap runs off into the sink. And then before you turn the water off, you're going to dry your hands off with either a paper towel or a cloth. And then once your hands are dry, use that paper towel to turn the water off. And then throw the paper towel away.
Another way students can make sure their hands are clean are by utilizing the hand sanitizer stations around campus.
I do feel that they have worked because it's sort of like a monkey see, monkey do. It's just easy, it's quick, it's done.
Be sure to use these healthy hand strategies to protect you on and off campus.
Pittsburg really Gab. A lot of Gab quite like normal. Gab reporter Courtney Head.
Before the COVID-19 pandemic, Gab was able to have their meetings here in one of the Overman Student Center conference rooms. Because of COVID safety guidelines, Gab is finding new ways to plan and hold events. Now their meetings and their events are moving online through Zoom meetings, which Gab's president, Cale Chapman, says he has seen a drop in attendance because of moving things virtual.
And it kind of depends on the day, but we have had hybridized meetings where it's been 50% in person and 50% online. We've had it be 60-40, 70-30, but I don't think we've had more than half of the group actually make it in person.
While the COVID-19 pandemic has affected Gab's meetings and the way events are held, Gab is still putting on many new events to try and make campus life as normal as possible. Doing online events may not be quite the same as before, but it has been helping Gab some. Gab's Vice President of Marketing, Abby Doherty, says moving things online has helped with some of Gab's budget costs.
Budget-wise, we don't have as much money as we normally would for events. However, we don't spend as much either because the stuff we have coming to campus is usually virtual. Makes it cheaper, like way cheaper.
Courtney Head, Caps 13 News.
They still can't hear me? What happened? Do I sound good like this? Does this sound good right here? Okay. Welcome to Caps 13 News. I'm Jared Bush. Over the winter, it is easy for students to get. Oh, okay. The Writing Center has been a resource for English classes, but what are students supposed to do when they can no longer visit? Caps 13 reporter Pride Leggins finds out.
The Axe Library has operations up and running as usual in almost every aspect except the Writing Center. Without a viable way to meet face-to-face, Writing Center Director Dr. Janet Zepernick has had to find another way in order to continue operations.
Because of the need for social distancing, face-to-face consulting in the Writing Center hasn't been possible because we can't keep people 6 feet apart while doing consultations. So we've had to transition all of our consulting online. We do face-to-face consultations via Zoom and our chat function, our video chat function. We do online consulting by email, but the most important change we've made is that we've mobilized to find ways to do drop-in consulting by email, by chat, and by phone.
One of the Writing Center's consultants, Eli Brown, said he misses the face-to-face aspect, but he also believes there has been a benefit from the changes.
It's a lot easier to collaborate on the same paper, because of things like people are more familiar with working in chat rooms and in Zoom and screen sharing and stuff like that. I've noticed that a lot of people seem to be a lot more adept at working in those type of environments. So I think it's just kind of been a thing where everybody in general has slowly gotten used to this online learning environment, and it's gradually made it seem easier for everyone else.
The changes made in the center's increased online services have made a good impression, and they believe some of those services will be here to stay. From Axe Library, Pride Leggins, Caps 13 News.
Coming up on Caps 13, we'll tell you about a home away from home, right here at Pitt State.
Hey Guerrilla Nation, this is Stu Height, Chief of Police here at Pittsburg State. Hope you're off to a great semester, and we want to just give you a couple of reminders of how to take care of your valuables. Please don't ever leave them unattended for any length of time at all. We live on a very safe campus and a very safe community, but you can never be too safe. So if you ever need anything, if you have any questions, any concerns about anything ranging from parking or just safety and security, please feel free to call us anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Go Guerrillas!
Selfless service is the principle that guides Army National Guard soldiers to be ready whenever disaster strikes. They have a stake in the well-being of the neighborhoods where they live and work. They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times. Selfless service. It's what inspires the men and women of the Army National Guard to be part of something greater than themselves. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more.
There's a self-described away from home affecting lives ever. Cap 13, Isaac Bowman.
The Homestead is a student-led, church-affiliated ministry described as a home away from home located just off the campus of Pitt State. Since its opening, the Homestead has been available to anyone, regardless of their faith, helping to create a community of students in the process. Among those students is Alexis Daniels, currently working as an intern and a worship team member, who shared how the Homestead has helped her during her time at Pitt.
It's very useful as a place to come and decompress, or that we can go into the quiet room and we can study, or we can grab a snack before our next class. And so it was all very helpful, and just the volunteers are very willing to give their resources that they have available.
The Homestead's new pastor, Matthew Williams, has been attending for years before becoming a pastor, and had this to say about how the Homestead has affected him.
So me being here was incredibly formational for me. The previous college pastor was my mentor, so I got to spend a lot of time with me. He helped kind of mold me and shape me to where I'm at now.
Whether it's the free coffee or the free food, both Williams and Daniels agree the Homestead has helped change their lives.
Yeah, it's been a life-changing thing for me, which I would say there's several students here that could probably say that too, that it's, yeah, they gave them a place when they didn't feel like they had a place, so it was really cool.
It's just really cool to see a bunch of different people come in, and it's a dynamic that is unlike anything else that I've ever experienced, honestly.
For Caps 13 News, I'm Isaac Bowman.
For more information on the Homestead, be sure to check out their Instagram and Facebook pages. Coming up, the Pitt State women's basketball team seems to be catching their stride. I'll have more on that after the break. The Pittsburg State women's basketball team is coming together ahead of the MIAA tournament. I have more on that. Pittsburg State women's basketball has won 2 straight games. And with the MIAA tournament approaching, Coach David seems to believe her team is catching their stride at the right time.
We'll be playing our best in February, so we just want to keep improving, get to where we are playing our best basketball. They talk about March Madness or just at the end of their season, and we talk a lot about bumping our head, trying to reach our potential, and so I think that we are getting closer to that.
Even with their recent success, she knows this team still has plenty of work left to do.
We've gotten better defensively. We have to have a little more grit to us. We have to probably play a little more connected because we're going to get beat with size. We're going to get posted up, and so we got to have help defense. And so I think in that aspect, we have to be really solid team defense. And some games that's just harder to do, against other better offensive teams.
With the team beginning to peak at the right time, it also seems to be improving the chemistry among the players.
I think it's good. I think it's great. We're all really close and really tight. We're always like kikiing and laughing. We're always talking and encouraging each other. It's really good chemistry.
Jared Bush, Caps 13 News. We'll be right back.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for coming to help me study for this test. It's going to be a real tough one here, I can guarantee it. So,
guys, I'm kind of hungry, and it is Tuesday. Couldn't we get some tacos?
Tacos? I hate Mexican food. Why don't we try something a little less bold? Like subs. Subs? That's literally the worst idea you've ever thought of. Have you ever thought about pizza maybe? How about something better than that? Pizza is gonna take like half an hour. Are you kidding me? Obviously, we all know that barbecue is the move.
guys,
Guys!
Let's check out Gorilla Crossing. Gorilla Crossing has hand-wrapped burritos and hot and ready pizzas and pastas, custom-crafted subs, and savory Kansas City barbecue. Wait, where'd everybody go?
Head on over to Gorilla Crossing for a variety of food options at student-friendly prices. And download the Gorilla Dining app for daily specials.
MBA students from the Kelsey School of Business formed an organization that looks to do more for the students. Caps 13 Chang has more on the story.
MBA students from Kelsey College of Business start their own student organization, the MBA Association. The organization started at 2020. The main purpose of the organization is to let the MBA students helping each other and also promote the Kelsey.
So what we do is promote professionalism within our group and try to promote our name, getting more students to join the Kelsey College of Business. And once they're in the Kelsey College of Business, join the MBA program.
The MBA student that joined the organization says that she get a lot of benefit from joining it.
Basically, we're meeting new people, student side that we don't see all the time on campus. We're meeting new teachers because we might not be in the same section of our MBA.
MBA are not just exist for the MBA student, but also hope to do more than that. The president of MBA believes the better the MBA program is, the more benefit it can bring to the community.
The more the MBA program grows, the better it benefits the community, I think, because that just brings in more opportunities for the community. This Pittsburgh as a town is growing immensely. There's a lot of businesses coming here. It's becoming a chamber of commerce, honestly. So it can definitely be a place for these MBA students to continue working and helping thrive the community.
Jackie Chang from Caps 13.
We had Caps 13 reporter Caleb Oswell sit with some PSU professors and ask them about their proudest moments. Check it out.
Hello, this is Caleb Oswell on Pittsburg State's campus. Today we're asking 3 professors what their proudest moments are.
My name is Didington, and I'm from the other department. The proudest moment in my career would be in 2008 when I completed my PhD and received an offer to teach art history at PSU. I was proud that I would be able to do things such as teaching and researching that I enjoy the most and share my ideas with my students.
So my name is Kristen Livingston, and I'm an instructor in the Department of Communication.
I have multiple proud moments in my career. One of them is more personal. It is completing a doctoral program, which I never thought in 1,000 years I would do. But even bigger than that, it has been every time a student graduates. My heart lights up. This sounds super trite, but I just get this immense amount of joy when I see students walk across and collect their diploma at graduation.
My name is John Opliger, and I'm the chair of the Department of Health, Human Performance, and Recreation. We had an enormous increase in the number of majors, and we started a new degree program, and we got too large, to a point we were almost too large to even handle it. But that was a very good problem, and I was very proud because I worked very well with some of our faculty, developed a lot of things, and I was kind of along for the ride. And I don't take the credit. It was just wonderful.
That's all the questions we have. This is Caleb Oswell. Thanks for listening.
That's our show for the evening. I'm Jared Bush, and thank you for watching Caps 13 News. We'll see you next week.